Hi everyone, I'm Bia and welcome back to Kardec Radio for Teens. So on Kardec Radio for Teens, we have been reading through the Gospel according to Spiritism together. But this week I wanted to do something a little bit different, just to kind of help us go through these hard times that we're going through right now. But I still recommend everyone to continue reading through the Gospel according to Spiritism, because this extra time that we might have right now is a great opportunity for us to learn and further educate ourselves to help improve ourselves, right? The first step is for us to read these things and learn these things, so then we can start applying it to our lives. So once this quarantine and social distancing is all over, we'll be able to apply these teachings into our lives, and it'll help us become better people. So that's why it's really important that we use this time right now to learn and to become educated for these things, so we can put it into practice in the future. And you'll be surprised, a lot of things can be put into practice right now, even in quarantine, even at home. So I still recommend everyone to read it. But today I wanted to read a message from the book Endearing Gems, from Chico Xavier. So this message is titled Crises. So multiple crisis, which is happening all over the world right now, right? There's so many different problems that people are having. It might all be related to the one problem of coronavirus, but there's so many individual problems, right? Economic problems, social problems, right? Not being out, or a lack of jobs. So many different types of problems that are happening. And I think this message, we can take a lot from it and apply it to our lives in these times. The lesson of Jesus in this passage from the Gospel is one of the most expressive. The Master was about to experience the abandonment of loved ones, the ingratitude of the beneficiaries of prior days, the irony of the multitude, the scorn from the public, and the capital punishment on the cross. However, he knew that he was there for this purpose, according to the design of the Eternal One. He asks the Father for his protection and submits as would a faithful son. He examines the gravity of the present hour, however, recognizes the urgency of the testimony. All lives on earth will be affected in similar proceedings in the infinite scale of the individual's required experiences. All living beings and all things prepare themselves, recognize the crisis that is coming. It is actually the crises that will decide the future. The land awaits tilling. The ore will be sent to the crucible. The trees will experience the pruning. The worm will submit to the solar rays. The birds will confront storms. The herd of sheep will prepare for their shearing. Man will confront many difficulties. Christians will face successive testimonies. For this reason, we encounter, in the service of the Divine Master, the crisis of the cross, which was followed by the eternal blessing of the resurrection. When you find yourself facing incredible difficulties, remember that the Lord has conducted you to similar situations of sacrifice, considering the probability of your exhaustion. And do not forget that every crisis is a sublime opportunity for the renewal of the spirit of those who know how to have hope. Emmanuel Chico Xavier, an excerpt from the book Via de Luz. So that message, right, there's a lot right there, and it's very applicable to what we're going to and what our families might be going to, right, what teens are going through right now, what adults are going through, so many things. But it says, right, just like how Jesus faced this crisis, right, this crisis of the cross, but they say, like, we, right, all living beings and things prepare themselves for these crises because we know they're coming, right? Like the birds, they know there'll be a storm that they'll have to face. The trees know that they're gonna go through pruning, right? The seasons are gonna change and they'll have to go through that. So many things. And we're also gonna confront difficulties. And we know that. We know our life is gonna be challenging because we aren't at that state of perfection, and we're making mistakes, and we're learning along the way. So we're gonna face difficulties. But like they're saying here, we have to know that with every struggle, with every problem, there is something that can come out of that, right? Something good, right? That problem, that difficulty is not happening for no reason. It might be very upsetting. It might be a very hard moment in our lives, but there is a reason. And if we have hope, right? Saying the opportunity for the renewal of the spirit for those who have hope, right? So to have hope that this will all pass and we will become stronger. We will learn new things, right? Think about, from this moment on, everyone's going to be much more cautious about washing their hands, staying healthy, right, coughing the right way, and maybe not being so close to people, close to strangers who might have just the flu or something. And again, just washing our hands more, washing everything more, cleaning everything more. So how many people didn't know how to properly wash their hands before, and now we do? So little things like that, right? There are good things that are going to come from this. And even though we're facing this very difficult time, we have to have that hope, and we have to use this. We have to use what we have, right? So we have this situation. What can we do to make it better? What can we do to learn from this? To use this time, right? Now we might have extra time. Let's use it to study Spiritism, to study these lessons so that we can apply it to our lives. Let's use this extra time for good, for reflection. And again, this might be it is a very difficult time for a lot of people, for a lot of different personal reasons. But as the message says, if we have hope, right, there's that opportunity for the renewal of the spirit, because this is just one moment and we will overcome this. And it's a time for growth. So although these struggles may be hard, right, these crises that we're facing are difficult right now, there's a reason for them, and in the end we will come out stronger from this. So I think that's a really awesome message that it applies to our lives right now, and even for all ages, right? For teens who are right, we're doing classes online. I have online classes as well. And it's a struggle, right? Because you have to make yourself do all your work on your own and watch videos, lectures on video all the time, and so many assignments at home. And we miss going to school and seeing our friends, right? You never thought you would say that, but right, I miss being at school and being with my friends every day. Now, just FaceTiming them instead. But we're all going through our own challenges, but we have to have hope and know that this will blow over and we will become stronger, right? So let's use this time to better ourselves and make the best of it that we can. If at all you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, any other messages you want me to talk about, a different type of message, let me know at kardecradioforteens@gmail.com, and I'll get back to you right away. I'm Bia, and this has been Kardec Radio for Teens. Thank you all for watching.